Okay, these are my bikes that aren't really Astros. These are created Flattrack bikes that I made myself. And this particular bike here is something I'm particularly proud of. This was originally, all I had was a Mark II Persang frame. That's all I had, just a frame with a bent swing arm. I was never going to do up a Bultaco Mark II boat tail. I'm not a fan of boat tails. They're probably lovely old motocross bikes, but I didn't really need one. So, to the Bultaco purists, it's not a Bultaco boat tail. Mark II frame, a later swing arm off like a Mark 9 B-Tor shockers. The Mark 11 engine is a really nice engine in it. And it's got a really nice Jeff Morris Concepts pipe from Australia. It's got a Champion seat pan on it with a goon glass and rubber custom made seat. The tank on it's an aluminium tank that was beaten up, and I panel beaded it and repainted it in Astro colours. The forks, Mark 7 Persang, or maybe a bit earlier, maybe Mark 6. And I've had to shorten the dampening rods to try and bring them down to Astro height. And the Yamaha ignition is off an IT Yamaha, so it starts first kick. It's got a modified cylinder head it's been welded up like a Yamaha combustion chamber. Runs on methanol with an Amel Mark II carburetor. It's got a Kawasaki front wheel, which I have a spool wheel off an Astro goes in there too, so either wheel, whichever one we want to run. And the back wheel's off a Suzuki RMZ 450. So I hand welded all the loop on the frame and put all the different bits and bobs on to change it from an Astro, from a Persang into some sort of Astro replica. So it's actually quite a nice bike to ride. It's pretty powerful, starts first kick. It's got a lot of hands-on work, a lot of, everything's all hand made, and I've engraved a lot of things and made brake pedals, and everything's very hands-on. It's been made, as I said, out of the parts of about 15 bikes, I reckon. Like I said, every time I had an Astro in the shed, I'd have spare parts that come with the Astro that I bought, put them in a box, and out of those parts I made this bike. So I'm really proud of my homemade special, which is a Bultaco Mark nothing. It's a bits and pieces of everything, but a really nice bike to ride. And I made it myself. Next bike along is the same sort of machine, a pretty comprehensively modified bike. It's a Mark 5 Persang frame with a longer swing arm made by Jeff Morris in Australia. And the swing arm's a longer swing arm to try and get some sort of wheelbase happening like an Astro. The forks are Astro forks. The engine it's got an Astro bottom end with a Mark 8 Persang top end on it. And the interesting thing is the Persang cylinder's been ported pretty heavily by Bert Flood, the late Bert Flood, who was a particularly smart man from Australia, one of the world's best Bultaco tuners. So it's got a lot of extra ports in it. It runs on methanol, as does the previous bike I showed you. It's got a welded up cylinder head like with the Yamaha combustion chamber. It's got a Proform pipe from the USA. Yamaha CDI ignition, so it starts. It's got Olin shockers and Astro wheels. I got the seat and the Gramica brake off my friend Jeff. Jeff Morris pipes I'm talking about. I got the Gramica brakes and the seat off Keith Huntley in the US. Thanks very much to Keith for that. And I painted this bike myself, as I did all my bikes. Painted the seat unit. I think I bought that seat unit, the seat pan in Flattrack. Painted the tank. The tank was toast. Wasn't very nice. So this is probably one of the fastest motorcycles in the shed with the Bert Flood cylinder. Very quick, handles nice. It's actually very similar to ride to a genuine Astro. As I said, two Astro flat trackers. Not real Astros, but really nice bikes. And this one here is something I'm particularly proud of. This is a Mark 8 Persang. And this bike here, of course, Persangs are motocross bikes. This bike here is in particularly good condition. It's been lowered for dirt track or flat track use, which means it's a Mark 8 and it's got a Mark 7 swing arm with S&W shocks to bring the back down a bit. You don't need travel when you're sliding. It's got Bultaco Persang wheels, and it's got a Jeff Morris Concepts pipe. It's been ported. It's got a Yamaha CDI ignition, and I painted the tank on that. The tank had the whole back missing. There was no back in the tank. You can see right, put your hand in the tank. So I'm pretty proud of how that one come up. It's a really nice bike, starts first kick, and it's reliable. So these are my 3 bikes, my Persang, my Bultaco Specials sitting over here, the 2 of those, which are particularly fast, formidable motorcycles, and I built them myself, so I'm pretty proud of them. And that's it. Thank you.